So today, I felt like resetting up this Diantangen V1, so I thought I might as well just make it into a video where I show how I clean the cube, how I assemble the cube, and how I re-lube it. Some of the materials we're going to need is a cloth and a paper towel. What I like to do is wet the cloth with water and then wring it out. Now what we'll do is we'll put our cloth somewhere to dry and then we'll go disassemble our cube. For disassembling the cube, I like to turn a layer at an angle and take an edge out, and then slowly take out each piece one by one. You don't want to be too forceful with it because you could break some pieces. Now we'll grab our cloth from earlier and start wiping each piece one by one. What you should do is make sure that you wipe every part where there's lube or anything gets stuck. So like the inside tracks, and as well for the corners, you want to make sure you wipe the corner stalks and the corner feet. Any part with lube you should clean off before you reassemble the cube. If you want to skip this part, just go to this timestamp. But while I'm cleaning out these pieces, I'll just talk for a little bit. So I would like to start off by saying just thank you for the support, like on the ZB videos. It is like a new thing that I'm doing, but I enjoy it because I get to teach the ZBLL algorithms, I get to teach ZBLS, and then it also helps me learn the algorithms more effectively. And soon I will be switching to full ZB because I'm actually learning the ZBLLs really fast. Like, I learned full HZBLL within 2 days. And yesterday in school, during like the last 15 minutes of class, I just decided to start learning PyZB, and I learned full 2GLL of Pi like within 10 minutes. And I would say for those cubers in like probably like the 9 to 12 second range, if you aren't doing cross plus one yet, you should start doing cross plus one. Because for me, for the longest time, I actually didn't do cross plus one just because I was too lazy to inspect. But recently, I have been doing it. And last year, I was at like 9. And even like a few months ago, I was still at 9. But recently, I just started doing like cross plus one. And sometimes on easier scrambles, I can plan 2 pairs at like as well. And it has actually cut off 2 seconds, and I average 7 seconds now. So it's really worth it. You should like lock in, learn cross plus one. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Now when we're done cleaning all of our pieces, I recommend waiting like a minute just to let the pieces dry out. And then how we reassemble it is I like to just put like 2 edges right next to each other, like what I'm doing in the video right now. And then I start building blocks, kind of like F12. So if you notice right now, I have 2 cross pieces. I'll add a corner. And then after that, I'll add an F12 edge. So look, there's a little square there. And then now I'll add an edge. And now we'll just repeat that. Now, for assembling our last layer, you can really put any piece you want in first, and then what I like to do is just start putting pieces right next to it, like how I put this edge here and I put the corner there, and I put an edge. And then for our last three pieces, I put the two corners first, and I put the edge in last. Now that our cube is reassembled, I like to do a few turns just to get a feel for how the cube is before I lube it. Now for actually lubing the cube, there's many different types of lubes. Some lubes come in bottles, some come in syringes. For syringes, I like to take an edge out and then lube the tracks here. But since I'm using FZ Calm, which is a bottled lube, I just need to open the bottle and then open the cube up, and then I like to just put drops right in between the pieces right there. I try to aim for the tracks below, and then you just let in a few drops. Always remember not to put too much lube and only put in a few drops at first, or if you're using a syringe, just put a little bit first and then break it in a little bit, and if you feel like it's not enough, then you add more. If you add too much at the beginning, it could be too much and it could make your cube too gummy or too fast or anything like that. Alright, now that we're done lubing our cube, it should feel a lot better. And if you hear the sound of this cube, it sounds a lot nicer now. Again, I would like to just give a big thanks for all the support. And yeah, thanks for watching.